Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining me here. Okay, this is for any zodiac sign. Okay, so I just want to clear the energy really quick. Okay, so I have your coffee cup right here, and I'm gonna pull tarot and oracle, of course. Also, I have the messages that I saw in your coffee beforehand that I want to talk to you about. So amazing, so cool. You have, okay, there's something really phenomenal that's unfolding here for you. I saw a fence. Fence can represent protection, it can represent boundaries, but then there was an archway. So, an archway really talks about a gateway, it talks about divine thresholds in space and time. It talks about connecting the heavenly world, the astral, and this plane that we are living on right now. You know, it talks about a way of entering a new dimension, of entering a new timeline. It's about a magical possibility appearing where you have a fence and you're kind of fenced in, and then it transformed to be this archway, which is very, very interesting because then I saw a koala bear. Okay, koala bears mean a lot of things. Everything means a lot of things. But I was hearing, or they were showing me a scene from this movie, which I now know it's called Back to the Outback. And this is with Isla Fisher is in this. Okay, it's like a animation, and so they're doing the voices, and there's a koala bear in this, and they're in a zoo, so they're fenced in. But this koala bear in the movie, because in the cup, there was like an archway. I hope it's still there. There was an archway, and the koala bear was inside the cup, or inside the archway. And there were people all around pointing and looking at the koala bear. So this koala bear is getting a lot of attention. That's what happens in the movie. Everybody's going crazy over this baby koala bear. He's like famous, and he's on the news, and they're showing him to the astronauts, and it's like, oh my God, the koala bear pooped. Everybody's clapping, it's like this huge thing, right? So there's something here about you stepping into the public eye, you receiving a lot of attention here. So, the koala bear can also talk about interdependence and understanding. Right, understanding that we need others, but also we need to rely on ourselves and balancing that. And there is some kind of a change that is happening here in your public eye, in other people, and how you're seen, and your relationship to other people, their relationship to you. Like you're stepping into a new role here. That is very much so. A lot of people are seeing you in this light, and so then the way you relate to others, the way you interact with others is changing. The way you need others and the way you don't need others is changing. This is very interesting. And they end up breaking out of the zoo, right? So something that is fenced in, then there is a possible way that comes about. And the creatures that, I'm not going to give away the whole movie because it's really adorable. You should watch it if you haven't seen it. But the movie, those creatures are not mammals that he escapes with, so he's like the odd one out, this koala bear. And so it's very interesting. You have like this soul tribe coming in for you, and it could be unexpected, but of course, throughout the movie, it's very endearing. They end up being like family, just beautiful. So, there's something here about this and some kind of a transformational journey that you're on, where there's like the fence talks about protection and boundaries, the need for protection and boundaries, and this could be changing. And you could be putting boundaries and feel like you have been for quite some time, needed protection and boundaries in place to prepare you for this opportunity, this archway, this gateway, where the divine is going to be able to shed light into your life, and you are going to be seen, you are going to be recognized, you're going to be elevated to your highest timeline. There's something really amazing here about you, and I can't wait to see more about this. Well, so let's see. Still here, and still people are okay. So this is the archway, and here's the koala bear. I mean, just look at that. How amazing. How amazing. And there's people still around here. There's people still coming to see here, but it's very different than what it was before. So this is interesting because before there was a lot more people and it was like a frenzy, and this is kind of the thing when, it's giving me this image of, which is terrible. Okay, but there's, penguins, and there will be a baby chick that's like abandoned, and all the penguins that don't have a baby, they are like all fighting over which one gets to be the mother, and they end up accidentally killing. Which is not funny. It's really sad. But, so there's something here about there is a little too much love here in the beginning, and then this is something that you have learned how to put in the right protective boundaries in place so that your energy is respected. And so now it's much more orderly. Things are, people are in line waiting to come to meet you, and this person here has a very elegant hat on, and like they're coordinating things, and it's kind of like realizing that raising the scale, like being of a higher end of things. Realizing your worth and realizing your value and protecting your energy, so you're actually able to give so much more and reach people that are actually going to respond to this here. You're elevating, and it's like you're all the way up here at the top, and there's angels up here, there's divine beings up here, but there is not other people up there. So there could be an aspect to this. Things are changing in your life, and you could feel loneliness, and Spirit wants you to know that this is going to change, but we're going to see that things will not be this way forever. So let's see about that. Yeah, there's people that are together, that are friends now, that know each other, and you're all going to meet, and you're going to be a part of their group here, is what this is kind of like showing me here, but we're going to see more about all of this. Let's see about this here. So, and then there's definitely, they have people that are trying to capture them after they leave, Look at this. You have goddess energy. And this is the thing. It's like a glow up. That's what this reading is really talking about. This is a glow up. And like seeing how, a way that you were kind of trapped, and then this is kind of forcing you to connect to the divine, to set up boundaries and to protect yourself. And then you're kind of like nowhere, you don't have anyone, and you're all fenced in. So it's like, what's the point of this? And this is so you connect with the divine. And so you have already done this, or you're in the process of doing this. And then this gateway is appearing for you here. You could be somebody who's very, very powerful. You connect to goddess energy. There is a particular goddess or deity that you have a connection with. But you're someone here who is embodying a goddess on this physical plane, which is very important, and it's a very beautiful energy to get to. And it takes a lot within your soul to get to this point. So you have very enchanting energy. You have very energy. A lot of people are very drawn to you, and this is only going to amplify. This is why it's very important that you have the proper protection and boundaries in place. So the way that you interact with others is going to change, you know, and that's the thing. It's like giving me this kind of energy. Like I never used to, this is just an example. The first time I got a pedicure, I didn't know how to relax. I was like trying to wash my feet for the person doing my pedicure. It was like, I'm paying them to give me a pedicure, but I kind of was like trying to do everything so that they didn't have to. And it's like, that's not the point of a pedicure. You are paying them, you know, so there is an energy exchange that you are given. So there's something here about, you know, not disrespecting people and not having people beneath you, but at the same time understanding what your role is, what somebody else's role is, you know. And this has to do with goddess energy. This has to do with, you know, Princess Diana did so much, but she also still lived in a castle, you know. She also still had jewels, and she had beautiful, you know, that she needed to dress appropriately, but she still also, you know, was able to go and be very personable and be like on the ground, be, you know, on the earth, going in villages and talking with people. But she was going forth to implement and use her value to bring awareness and to unite different groups that could work together, that could mutually benefit, right? And to teach people how to fish, not hand out a meal. Because she could have just said, I'm just going to give all of my jewels to, you know, but the castle would have been bombarded, you know, and then nothing would have been established. So, you know, there would have been this huge upsurge in the beginning, but then it would all be squandered. It wouldn't be something that you could build a foundation on. And that's what it's about, is about building a foundation so that there's places where people can go to help themselves. There's opportunities here, there's an opportunity here, and this is going to put more back into that community. You know what I'm saying? So retaining your own value and realizing that you deserve this luxury, but also having this humanitarian heart. But how to have a healthy balance of that, because you can't overgive in that situation, because this will have been a waste then. It will not be sustainable, you know? So that's what this is. That's what you're representing. Your life, you have been molded to fit this role. And you could be male also. It doesn't matter. This is about representing a certain level of honor, of dignity, and drawing things to you, your yin energy, in a beautiful way. So spiritual leaders, you're a spiritual leader. You're a spiritual leader, and you're going to bring people together here in such a beautiful way. Such a beautiful way. Okay, we got Palladian Starseed here. You could have something to do with that, but there was so many cards, so I'm not going to keep it. But there's something really amazing here. Answering the call. It's also too many cards. So yeah, okay, we'll leave it there. Wow. Wow. There's something really big here happening. You have energy here where you could be connected to, you know, other realms and have this kind of goddess energy. You could have this kind of, it's like you were born to be in this role, and there's other lifetimes where you were in this role. But there's something here about bringing this to earth, because now it is the time for spiritual leaders to emerge in a new type of way than ever before. Wow. The Mother. Wow. And look at the pearl here. So amazing. So This is like Mother Earth energy. You could connect with Mother Earth. You know, the pearl is something that actually, it's not a grain of sand why we have pearls. The pearl is because a parasite gets in the oyster, and the oyster, you know, for 20 to 30 years it lives with this parasite for it to take this parasite and turn it into a pearl here. So this is something that could have been a very, very, very long time coming. And you're something here that you give people hope. You give people a reason to believe. There is something about your energy that it's like people are very drawn to you. It's like very intoxicating. It's very alluring energy here. So people are drawn in and almost mesmerized by your energy. And you have this spiritual leader energy as well, where you could bring other spiritual leaders together to help unify different people. But also you can awaken spirituality within people here. And you give that to them and they give back to you by adoring you. And this is something that is very important here, that it's like, you know, it's like this energy of Cinderella slowly stepping into this role of the princess, you know, and being the people's princess, you know. It's very important because, oh, this is interesting. Look, I have this diamond here. Apocalypse. Oh, that's what I saw in the last corner of your cup. You have agape and dead end. Okay, this is interesting now. This is very interesting now. So, right here, okay, I put it in the last part of your cup. It's still here. Wow, how did I miss that? So it's like a lifeline here that you have. This is like in the Hunger Games. In the Hunger Games. Oh, Katniss Everdeen. Oh yeah, she turns into her goddess energy, doesn't she? And isn't she a spiritual leader during a time of an apocalypse? Like, right? Hunger Games. Whoa. Okay. So when she's in the forest, right? And she's in the middle of the games, you know, she's hurt, she's in a tree, she's crying. What is she going to do? They send her, the guy, you know, he sends her the little like circle thing that's connected to a parachute. And it's like beep, 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 which is basically medicine that she needs to heal her leg so that she doesn't die. Okay, so this is a lifeline here, which is very interesting because you have dead end and then you have agape here. So it's like just when you think there is a dead end, no, there is love here. So, and this is interesting as well because there is this dynamic between her and Haymitch, I think is his name. Haymitch, Katniss and Haymitch. In the beginning, that she kind of hates him, you know, but then it's like he is trying to help her, but they have this love-hate thing, you know, that they kind of go back and forth with. So this is like kind of, and he becomes like part of her soul tribe, part of her family, right? And that's the thing with the creatures and the koala bear as well, you know? And then she becomes this leader of the movement. And she's trying, this is important, this is what this goddess energy, all of this crap is about. Princess Diana, all of this is like, okay, so when they're in the Hunger Games, you know, spoiler alert, I think it's like 10 years old. So if you haven't watched it, I don't know what to tell you. But, you know, in the end there, she's like, no, I want to save this person. I want to save this person. You know, she wants to risk her life to save everyone. And they're like, no. because she represents the movement. She needs to live for her to represent the movement. And it's very important that they have a person, a face, a woman, a goddess, to be the spiritual leader, to be the physical embodiment of this movement. That's important. That matters. But she wants to kind of like fight to help everyone. She wants to be like them, and they're like, you just can't be. You can't be. Your role is, this is your role. You know what I'm saying? As much as Princess Diana could go out there and help people, at the end of the day, she had to go back to that castle, you know? So it's a different role. It's a different role here. Yeah. And there's people that are trying to manipulate. You have underworld here. And, you know, that reminds me of Persephone and Hades, which, you know, Hades trapped Persephone into the underworld. And then, you know, when he would, eventually they came to the compromise where he would let her free, and then there would be spring here. So there's something here about, you know, having the right boundaries is very, very important. And even unlikely friendships are going to end up being your soul tribe, your people here. And there is so much love that is coming. There is this energy of turning your parasites into this pearl here. There is something very important that you embody. And I feel like there is a glowing energy that you have that is protected, and that there are light beings, angels, there are aliens from different, you know, places that are protecting you. They're protecting you because you are going to increase the love on this planet and people loving themselves. And the more and more and more that people love themselves, the more that we can heal this planet. It's very important. This is very important. This is wow. Like the face of a movement. That's what this represents. You have forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Okay, we're gonna see about this. You know, and both of those, you know, they're in the forest for a time here. Okay. You have the bear here. Danger and money matters. You have the cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life. This could be where you're feeling like you're at this time. You have the dogs here getting together with friends. Temptation will test you. And marriage. Sunrise, new creative ideas, new adventures, and a fresh start. You know, the forest in the Hunger Games, you know, she's in the forest when she's airlifted out of this forest. You know, the koala bear, it's called back to the outback. So they go back to the forest after having leaving it. So there's something here, and she goes back into something. So there could be something that happens again for you to overcome it with grace. It could be something that has happened to you again that it's like because you're going to get through this with grace. Here. You could have gone through a time where you still kind of feel like you're in a time where you're not clear, and you're not sure about your finances, about how to move forward here. And there are people that you can get together with that are loyal people. But this is, I feel like this is kind of like saying here, something is testing you to commit to it. Something wants to lure you in to commit to it. And you know, in the Hunger Games, it's like Katniss is kind of forced to marry Peeta. You know? So there's something here where you could feel kind of forced into something, that you don't have a way out of something, but there is a way out. There is a way that this is not going to be the end all be all. New creative ideas, new ventures, and a fresh start. So you could have, there is a fresh start here for you if you're not certain that it's showing that to you right now. There's something here about a dead end, a commitment that you're trapped in. The fence is a trap, you know, but you're breaking free. Just when you think you're stuck and there isn't a way out, there is. There is going to be a way out. So this is getting interesting now. Okay, let's do tarot. Let's see tarot about this. Wow. You have the Strength card. It takes time to make this pearl, and it has been a long time. A long time. And for Katniss, it has been, you know, she doesn't know what is happening. She doesn't know who to trust. You have the Six of Cups. It has been difficult during all of this growing, because this is kind of like Katniss living, and she's living in this destruction. She's trapped in this dead end, right? But she doesn't know that she's going to be a part of this movement. She doesn't know that she's the face of this movement. She doesn't know that she's the Mockingjay. It's like, this is the energy of it's darkest before the dawn. Yeah. You got the apocalypse here. It's like the apocalypse, and then it's like, oh, and then it's the end. Like, man, that got serious quick, right? And this is very interesting because here you have the pearl, which takes 20 to 30 years. How many years does it take to make a diamond? Our lifetime, like, how many years? It's a lot. It's like an insane number, right? So even more time, but even more value. Yeah. You know, and this is interesting because marriage, you have the ring with the diamond. Somebody else wants to offer you a diamond. No. You're the diamond. You don't need diamond. That's this thing about the koala bear and the codependency. And you're gonna see people in other ways. It's like there's almost like a temptation. Somebody wants to offer you something. Well, if it's this terrible, then we might as well do this. You don't really have any other choice. But there's something inside of you telling you, No, you should believe in the impossible. You should believe in this gateway. You should bet on being able to make these diamonds and pearls because yourself, because you can. You know. Yeah. This is like, you know, you're meant for more, but it's like still not even believing it when it happens. Yeah. You have the Magician here, you have the Four of Cups, and then you have the Six of Pentacles here. Don't take score too soon. Don't take score too soon because she is disappointed. And here you are being given a gift from the universe here, but you don't want to say, okay, I tried to manifest something, I'm disappointed, so I'm just gonna take this here. And other people could be kind of like trying to bring you to reality, saying this, saying that, you know. Six of Pentacles here, okay. King of Swords. So all these different kind of birds around him, if you can see, there's a bat, there's a crow, there's a owl. And he has feathers of all kinds of birds. These could be vulture feathers. These look like hawk feathers over here. So this is someone here who works with all different kinds of spiritual leaders. There could be all different kinds of people that you work with. This could be something here where you are embodying the energy of a lot of different spiritual teachers, and you are unifying this in a way that gives access to a higher level of consciousness for people to embody this goddess energy, where they do not need marriage, someone to give them a diamond and then this is it. You know, they can be this diamond, this goddess energy, and there can be new possibilities. Endless new possibilities because of all the different, yeah, there's something here about that. Yeah. So whatever you are given, whatever you have, you're going to put it towards this energy of what you are interested in, what is speaking to you, because all these creatures are like coming to him here, and what it is that you are here to say. It's like mixing this all together. So it's creating more, creating something different. Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is a very beautiful opportunity a very unique opportunity for you to have. And Spirit is going to make sure that you're taken care of. Nine of Pentacles, as I say that, the world, as I say that, you're going to be so taken care of. You're going to be able to be wild and free. You know, all this worry that you have is going to be gone. There's going to be a lot of confirmation for you and movement forward, balanced movement forward. And people are going to be lining up to greet you with roses here, right? People are going to be honoring you. Whenever you walk into a room, everybody's stopping, everybody's looking. You are changing your value. You could feel like you're fenced in. You're secluded off from the world. This is like reminding me of not Paris Hilton, but the other one. What's her name? Nikki? It's like Paris Hilton, and then she had her friend, and her friend was a little bit shorter than her, and also a blonde girl. How do I not know her name? Nicole? So when her and Paris Hilton became famous, or when I found out about them, I guess, I don't know. They had a certain look to them, right? And then she disappeared, this Nikki girl. She disappeared for a quite a significant amount of time. She was like off the radar. And then you saw her again in complete makeover, and not just her physical appearance, her energy, the way that she spoke, the way she carried herself. She had this beautiful glow about her. I think she was a mom then. So it's like, she got in her goddess energy, And every single woman, every single divine feminine has this, can do this. And the way that the world will treat you is a reflection of the way you treat yourself. So when you up that, and then what you are giving to others is the inspiration for them to improve themselves, for them to better themselves in this way, for people to just be more understanding, for people to come together. If you think about, goddess energy and women that embody that, or divine feminines, you can be a man and embody this too. They bring people together. People that are, have this anger that, they want to fight. It's like Mars is of war and Venus is love. And Venus will eventually always win. Love will always win. And being a physical embodiment of that is very beautiful. And there is enough for every person to do that, right? It's not like, oh, only certain people get to do this and other people don't. Sorry. No, anyone can do this. There's enough room at the top for everyone. There's a lot of space up there, So we want that. We want to see everyone winning. And when you're in this healthy goddess energy, you do want to see everyone winning and everyone glowing and everyone shining. That's the thing. It's like Macklemore's song, Glorious. He's like, when I open my eyes, I want to see you shine. That's glorious. That is glorious. That is embodying the divine feminine. That's Guadalupe energy. That's Venus energy. This is Mother Mary energy of just being this embodiment of love. And that's what you're doing. This is what you have access to do this. And it's your choice if you're going to do it or not, but you're going to do it. You're going to do it. It's going to be here. It's not going to go anywhere. Even if you don't take the opportunity, it will always be an opportunity, a timeline that you have available to you. And when you decide you're ready, you can go and you can do it. But I feel like you're doing this now. How beautiful is this? Wow. Okay. Thank you guys. Nikki Ricci, right? That's her name. Ricci? It's gonna drive me insane now. I want to look it up. Okay, well, you guys know what I mean. Anyways, thanks you guys so much. I hope this resonated. Okay, this is beautiful energy. Okay, you deserve this. There's no way you made it all the way in this reading and it's not your reading. No, this is your reading. Okay, thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, I have a book. It's called One White Rose, and it's basically about this. It's about no matter how alone you are, no matter how much trauma you have been through in this life, no matter how much you have been misunderstood in this life and judged and made every wrong decision, it doesn't matter. You can heal yourself. You can move forward. You can be or do or have anything, and you deserve to. And this is about connecting to that divine feminine energy and doing that. So, thank you so much.